champions.
This is PlanetMosh.com. I'm backstage here at Download Festival 2015. Happy to be joined by Eric from Code Orange. Are we doing okay?
Yeah, doing great.
Good to hear. This is your first appearance at Download. Am I correct in thinking? What's it like to be here so far? The atmosphere and everything.
It's cool. It seems a lot more friendly and welcoming than a lot of the other festivals that we played. Very organized and it seems awesome. A lot of cool.
Can you name and shame any of the others?
Of the festivals? Let's see. Rock and Park, Rock and Ring, they were cool, they were awesome, it was great, but it was just, it's crazy, it was just so hectic and no one speaks English and it was just like, driving around back and forth, one guy tells us to go here, the other guy tells us to go there, driving through campsites, it was rough, but we got there and played, it was good, yeah.
That's always good. Now, you're over here promoting your second album, I Am King, yes. Is that correct in the minute? What were the differences between recording this to recording your Lover's Love Return to Dust debut, if there were any?
The first time we recorded, we did it with Kurt Ballou, and we did it the second time as well.
Okay.
The first time we were kind of scared, I was kind of nervous going in. We heard a lot of stories about Kurt being, particular and like basically telling people that shit sucks, you play something horrible, he's like, do it again or whatever.
Sure.
But it was really cool. We went in there the first time and banged it out and we liked what we got, but then the second time we came in, it was more comfortable and we had more of an idea of how to get exactly what we wanted, and I think it definitely came out a lot better in our mental picture than it did the first time.
Cool. You also opened for Killswitch Engage.
Yeah.
How cool was that?
It was awesome. Those guys are really cool. Their singer Jesse loves us, and I think that was the only reason we got on the tour pretty much, but it was awesome. It was a cool experience, and I'd definitely do it again sometime if we could.
That's really cool. You were originally called Code Orange Kids, and then you dropped the kids part from that. What was the reason behind that, or what were you thinking at the time?
We started the band when we were like 14, 15, and it just kind of evolved over time, It was like a lot of people would make jokes, haha, they're kids, whatever,
Right.
That's not why we changed it or anything, but, eventually it got old and we wanted something more serious to identify with, something that more represents us as people rather than people saying, oh, here comes the kids,
Yeah, and also the possibility that, all well and good, you go on for another 10, 15, 20 years, walking on stage in your 30s and 40s, still being called the kids.
Yeah, just rid of that problem as well.
Yeah, exactly. What's the plan after this, after you've done Download?
We go home for about 2 days, then we start Mayhem Festival in the U.S.
Nice.
With Slayer and King Diamond. And it should be cool. We're new to this whole festival thing. Like, doing this tour in Europe is our first time ever playing festivals like this. So I think it's a good warm-up for when we get back. But seems like it's going to be good. A lot of good press coming out for us, and should be fun watching Slayer every day.
It's not a bad way to spend every single day. How different? I've heard various stories about the way that festivals work in America, because obviously a lot of them tour because of how big the country is. Unlike Download, where you can have one central place and everybody can come to it. And I've also heard they do a lot of more bands on the bill, but you don't get as long a stage slot potentially. Would that be correct, or what?
It's it is. It's like it's very cut and paste. Like fuck, you gotta get there at 7 a.m. Bring your tent, set it all up, and tear it all down every day. But we're like, I think we're first or second on one of the second stage or something like that. So it should be okay for us. We're just happy to be, playing.
You're just happy to play and just to keep going like that, essentially. Because you've got a fairly decent slot, actually, all things considered. It's not too early at all.
It's good.
You're playing in one of the tents, aren't you?
I think so.
And have you played outdoors on big open air stages before?
Not really. There's been a few places in America we have, but honestly, this tour being here in Europe was the first time that we've ever done it extensively,
Okay.
We played like South by Southwest.
Yeah.
And a couple other festival type things in America, but nothing too crazy.
Okay then. Okay. Final question. Pick a number between 1 and 10, and I'll give it to you off a little sheet that I've got somewhere in my mass amount of files and things.
6.
6. me a few bands you think could go on to headline festivals.
Headline festivals?
Yeah.
That aren't already headlining?
That aren't already headlining. I mean, bands that you've listened to you think could make the step up, bands you think have got a lot of potential behind them.
I saw Life of Agony the other day, and I really like them a lot. I don't know their fan base. I don't really know like how huge it is over here or in America, but I'd love to see them headlining a festival, and if we would do main support for them, that would be fantastic. Yeah, so Life of Agony, let's see, Nails, Terror, what else? Crowbar. If I saw a festival with any of those bands headlining, I would
You'd be a happy
thoroughly enjoy it. Yeah.
Awesome. Eric, you've been a pleasure to talk to. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks.